We are here outside of Savannah, Georgia at a Crackerbarrel parking lot. Wanted to get a little farther today, but we got a late start because of a hose clamp issue. Definitely some action on the Florida-Georgia line on 95 coming into Florida. There's a blockade and they're pulling everyone over the rest area. I think they're interviewing them, or I don't know. I couldn't read what the signs were saying on the other side of the road, but definitely some stuff. We've decided to skip Maryland and we're just heading straight to Maine. One of the people we were going to plug in for a little bit, we just learned on the way this morning has a fever, chest pains and such, so we're not sure what the case is there, but right now is not the time to take chances, so we're not.
We're on these really danky-do roads here in Richmond, Virginia, and our lights are falling off, things are flying open. So we have to be really careful about what we touch, disinfecting. Can I get a one word in?
I'm John, and this is Danny, and this is our home, Taterbug. We've been living on the RV for about a year now, and have recently acquired some very precious cargo. Meet Abraham. So subscribe and follow along to watch it all go down as we move around from town to town. And two manatees at the dock right now. I know they look. Killian, first thought that comes to mind about life right now. First thought, that's second. Now you're on your third.
Oh God, all I thought was Hubert.
We've got a lot to be thankful for right now because we got a newborn.
Hubert!
So we get to stay at home with, keeps us plenty busy. If we didn't have him, we'd be doing crossword puzzles like the rest of you. No offense, Killian.
I was like, Last day in Florida.
Right.
Last day duties.
Bittersweet, man. All the birds are out.
What are you doing?
Oh, carrots. Emptying the poop pipe. The last dump. Last Florida dump of 2020, probably. No, we might be back in the fall. Who knows?
Ew.
Little drippings there. It happens.
Ew, you can literally just
First
hear
the
it.
job,
Ew, 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 ew.
Gonna miss this view.
No.
We will definitely be back.
Wait, am I putting him in?
No, we're not driving. We're just dropping the jacks.
No, dropping. Okay, I said driving. We're getting poorer and poorer.
I might have to go forward. Back that way. Cut it. I gotta worry about the trees on this side, babe. Good job, man. Somebody have to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, poop stop!
Poop stop. Clean him up. Get him going for the road. Pick him up, strap him down.
think they're pulling over just...
No, dude, I think they're doing maybe random selection, but some people are coming through the Maine area, and look, they're making everybody turn off that way. Alright, what's up everybody? We are here outside of Savannah, Georgia at a Crackerbarrel parking lot. Definitely some action on the Florida-Georgia line on 95 coming into Florida. There's a blockade and they're pulling everyone over the rest area. I think they're interviewing them, or I don't know. I couldn't read what the signs were saying on the other side of the road, but definitely some stuff. Tater bug's running great. The manifold's good. Tonight's our first night on the generator, so hopefully everything goes well on that. So far so good with the Jeep too. The only problem with the Jeep is the brake lights don't work. So the running lights are fine. Interestingly enough, one's much brighter than the other. The blinkers are fine, but the brake lights don't work. But from what I've read, you won't really get much gruff as long as they can see the brake lights on your RV, as long as it's lit up. Gone. She good.
Abe's hanging out. I'm making a quick salad. John just opened up some beers.
Cheers, baby.
Thanks.
I don't even know.
Yeah, where was it?
In Abe's mouth.
I know. I put it in there. Are the batteries in there?
Probably. Feel safe here.
Country boy can survive.
Good morning.
What makes me happy this week is WXPN in Philadelphia.
I didn't see it. It is a little chilly.
Can I get my sweater?
No, you suck it up.
Welcome to South Carolina. We had an early start that morning, and by noon, we're already in need of another tank of gas. Tater, we've calculated, manages about 10 miles a gallon with the Jeep in tow. Not bad for 26,000 pounds. Anyway, we'd driven by this stop known as south of the border many times before, but never actually took the time to pull over and poke around. So we decided to do just that. It's a little grungy now, but back in the 1960s during its heyday,
That's a spark plug.
there used to be a barbershop, drugstore, and even go-karts. Quite the combination. These days though, it's just gas, fireworks, trinkets, and if you really have to, a motel room. All in all, for John, Danny, and Abe, this stop was good enough to do just once.
open the fridge to make a goddamn sandwich, and everything fucking breaks. We're on these really danky-do roads here in Richmond, Virginia, and our lights are falling off.
Yeah, this is
Things are flying open.
backsplash.
There's our light.
All the stuff we've been afraid is gonna shake off. We're gonna find out coming through New York. That does it for this week. Next episode, we pick things back up in Virginia on our way north to Maine. Along the way, we pirate yet another Cracker Barrel parking lot, accidentally take the wrong road through New York and almost lose our roof.
0.7 miles towards the right, once.
And finally, after some pretty steep inclines, we're guided into South Bristol, Maine by a full moon to begin our 14-day mandatory travel quarantine. See you next week. We made it! Stay wild.